Hey everybody, this is Gage here with Nine and Will. We're going to be talking about some best video game box art. You guys ready for some box art? Let's talk about some nice artwork. And, yes, cover art,
yeah,
just like this one.
So this is like number 10?
No, this is not. This is random order. This might end up being a series of ours.
That game is awesome.
Dragon Quest 8. I almost said 9. We gotta stop hanging out with 9.
See, it just sticks.
Yeah.
It sticks.
Well,
anyway, yeah, no.
The box art's
game
great.
is awesome.
Right.
Box art is gorgeous.
It's colorful. It's full.
Yeah, it's a nice little animated style.
You can tell it's an RPG.
Yeah, you get that. You kind of get the feel right away from just seeing the box art. So you kind of know what you're getting into. Makes you want to flip it over. And a little, Final Fantasy demo in there. So
yeah, there's that.
Throw it in there. This is also like this is like the 4th best game of all time. In 2006. So I mean, it's a great game. So great PS2 has a lot of great games, a lot of great box arts, and you'll see that on this list.
A lot of good RPGs.
Yeah, well,
great RPGs.
I'm not the biggest RPG person.
You know, there's only 10,000 games for the PS2, something like that.
Really?
Only?
Only 10,000. So I think we're gonna be moving on here soon
like
to
a fraction of that.
It's coming up. Dead Space.
Yeah, I love this.
Dead Space
game.
1. It's a lot different than the box art we just saw.
It's very morbid compared to the last box.
Kind of simplistic.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those simplistic games that's you see it and you don't really know what's going on, but you see Dead Space and you see a severed hand, which at the first glance you don't really think it's severed.
Exactly.
But
you just think it's some dude floating off.
In space.
But
so
it's not.
Severed hand, and you're like, oh, okay. And I mean, this is a new game for EA at the time, so it's kind of a gamble for them.
Yeah.
But now we've got 3 awesome games. I mean, the third one's not so great, but I like to see.
We have 2 awesome games and an okay game.
Listen, I like the third one, the co-op for the third.
I like
playing with a friend was a lot.
Playing co-op was fun, especially the co-op only missions.
Yeah, and then of course, this is a change of pace for the video here. It's a dark, gritty kind of opening there.
It captures it. That captures like a
Yeah, and then of course, I mean, it's a great game. Go out and play this.
Halloween.
Coming Halloween, so there's a nice part of the trailer there. Katamari Damacy. Weird game.
Yeah, I mean, there's cows.
Yeah, I mean, there's everything. You see that on the front. You see cows and rainbows.
You can roll up people.
But going back, so
you get big enough, you can roll up buses.
It's that weird animation kind of game that captures your eye at first, because you see the rainbow, you see the bright colors, the contrast between the blue and the green. You're like, oh, okay, cool.
What do you do in this game?
Yeah, what's the big ball?
Like, why is there a giant ball of junk with like a stadium in there?
Right.
It does have cows.
It does have cows.
The box art's cool. I mean, how else can you capture exactly what's going on? You put a city with you rolling over it. So
yeah, I mean,
it's just awesome.
The ball is bigger than what looks like Mount Everest there or something.
And then out in the field.
Yeah, I mean,
they're also as big as
well, the cows are just victims being waiting to be picked up there, which you can't actually right there in the video. You can't see cows being rolled over.
Stuck to the ball.
Awesome game. Game was developed for less than $1 million. Very unique, very different, change of pace. A nice, relaxing kind of game. Not stressful. Okami.
Yeah.
This game that I never got a chance to.
I
really?
played, beat this game. It's fantastic.
I really wanted to.
The art style itself in the game, of course, the cell shading and everything, you can create different things. Then when they ported it to the Wii, you could use the Wii mode to create the brush strokes and everything when you polish. So, but the box art itself, I mean,
gorgeous. It looks like a poster.
It's that feudal Japan kind of look. It's that you walk into a tattoo parlor, you might see this on the wall kind of thing.
It looks like a
straight from Japanese. And there, of course, there's also a DS game featuring an Okami kind of offshoot character.
Yeah.
Which I forget, it's slipping my mind now, but that game's also pretty.
This is definitely one of the, should be in the top 10 games, like under the radar type of games. It's an amazing.
A game you might have missed that you need to play.
Yes.
I haven't played it. This was IGN's Game of the Year in 2006.
Yeah.
So, of course, I mean, it's getting high praise there. Awesome game.
Great cover art.
Yeah.
Beautiful cover art.
The next game, Borderlands, which I know we have big fans of on this show.
All-time favorite cover art.
Really?
Oh, see, I just noticed that. There's.
Yeah, the characters are here in the shot too.
Yeah, that's cool.
You didn't notice that?
It's like a negative effect. The logo and stuff in the background is red, which is typically associated with blood and the stuff. Then you have the tear, which is representing him blowing his brains out.
Sure, like a psycho would.
It's gorgeous.
The nice contrast between the yellow letters there on the red background too really shines it out. But of course you do see like a regular NPC character on the front of the game who just has basically nothing to do with going on. but it's just unique.
Characters, nothing.
Yeah, serious. And like when you see like, okay, there's a guy pretending to shoot his brains out. What is that?
So this has definitely got an artistic art style, and now you pointed out all this different stuff. Somebody thought this through. I mean, it's simple,
and
but
it was
definitely
so well received that they did the same exact thing
for the second
game, just with
two guys. Right. Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh man.
Another game that I didn't get to play. I mean, I missed a ton of games on this list, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's what
I hear.
You know, again, top 10 games that you missed that you should play. Go back, kind of under the radar. Didn't really get a lot, but now that the game has gotten so much praise. I mean, the developers got a lot of praise. It's a great game. If you the box art literally captures the entire game. What you do.
The game too.
And that's, I said it before, that's not even like the
biggest monster.
The biggest.
That's the first
Colossus
guy
in the game. Yeah, it's one of the,
that is the first guy. Yeah.
And
you can see the scale, like.
Oh yeah, because the little guy next to the team logo there, and of course the biggest Colossus. And you were talking about the developers. What have developers been working on lately? I mean,
you know,
this is not a fair question.
I'm not sure what's going on with the developers.
If you like this game, you're gonna love The Last Guardian.
Oh yeah, when's The Last Guardian coming out?
When it comes out.
What's the box art for The Last Guardian gonna look like? Oh yeah,
that's a good question.
We'll ask him at E3.
All right, you know what? I'll walk up to him and ask him and see what's going on.
We'll just straight up shake his hand and be like, "Where's it at?"
Skyrim's next on our list. This is, I guess,
cool cover art.
Yeah, and it looks like a book, and of course it looks like the book from the game.
It's the Dragonborn book.
Right, and it's got the logo. It's very prominent. Skyrim's straight there on the game. You know what you're getting out of that, and then, of course Bethesda knows what they're doing. Yeah. The simplistic take on it. I love the simplicity of what's going on.
Yeah,
and go
ahead.
So a thing from with Rutch and Neil and all that kind of stuff. He says
what?
he says don't do something simple because that's all that you know how to do. Do it because it's
what needs to be done.
It's great, right?
Did you put a Rush reference in my video?
But at first look, once again, if you first glance at this, it just looks like blah. It just looks like a little.
You think so?
I remember the collector's edition of this game. That was like an
embezzle, embroider.
But this is good.
Feeling to it, like it had the bumps and the texture and everything.
Right. I mean,
this is effective.
Cover art.
I think it's a really strong cover. You know, it is simple, but I think it's really strong. It speaks volumes for what's going on there. Next game coming up right now, Resistance 3.
Yeah, cool box art.
Again, some of the best features of this stuff, of these box arts, when you first look at it, it just looks like
a skull.
It looks like one thing,
that's
all you see. Yeah. Because when you look at the teeth,
really looking at it.
Yeah, you look at the teeth on the skull there, and you look inside the Resistance 3 logo. You see, New York City's there. Now, if you just ignore the PlayStation Move logo up in the front there,
don't be.
I mean, did you PlayStation Move?
I didn't use the Move.
No, don't use the Move.
I used it a lot.
Now, in this game?
Yeah, I played through the whole game using the Move.
Nice. Really?
And Killzone 3.
What?
Yeah.
Killzone.
You know what? You deserve an award.
That's great. So you got the skyline in the teeth and in the logo.
Yes, so I mean, they doubled up there.
These are the spires that the little things come down in.
What, the nose?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't play Resistance 3.
See, that's cool.
The little things.
But it's little tidbits like that where you're not going to see it at first glance. You're going to walk, because you look at that and you might know nothing about it. Like that doesn't say anything about what the game is. But then you're like, well, that looks kind of strong with the orange is going to catch your eye. And then the skull logo, interesting. Diablo 3 is next on the list.
No.
We talked about this a little bit before. You think it'd be better without the Diablo written on it?
I think you can get away with just Diablo's face.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No,
I disagree.
You should have the name of the game.
Fans of that series would know for a fact.
Sure.
Yeah, but what about new fans? What about your new customers?
They wouldn't know. You got to have the name of the game that you're on the cover.
Put the name on the cover.
So you know what it is. But I mean, you're definitely effective. I mean, there he is.
Yeah, I mean,
there he is.
Diablo, a menacing creature. You know, definitely a staple for Blizzard.
Oh, yeah.
So like, it's very it's evil looking. Like
that's what they were going for.
Yeah. When you think of like what's going to be an evil thing we can put on the front of our game, how about just Diablo's face?
Just Diablo.
Yeah.
Just get him in there, make him mean looking.
I think Diablo's been on the cover of all the Diablo games.
Has it been in that style though?
Not in that style.
No.
I mean, in Diablo 1, he had a full body like with his almost a Balrog looking.
On the PS1.
Yeah. And then the second one was he was sitting in his throne.
Yeah.
The last game, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Can't go wrong.
The most colorful box art on this list.
On this list, yeah, probably. It's not the most simple thing ever because
it's got a lot going on. Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that for sure. It does have that. I mean, everywhere you look, there's something else.
Something reminiscent of what's going on in the game. You have two Yoshis on the front there, and
yeah,
of course,
blue Yoshi and a green Yoshi.
Yoshi at all in the game is a big thing.
They have
actually
head.
3 Yoshis. I think that's the Yoshi there.
The head that's an island.
Yeah, and then the Mario head, which is one of the planets, and then a flatter planet up there. Multiple Lumas, but it's very colorful and it really catches your eye. Of course, you see Mario Galaxy, you're like, well, yeah, I'm going to pick that up.
Did you ever hear the controversy of the box art of this?
No.
Where the stars are located on that spell out something?
No.
You didn't hear about that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on,
Exactly.
just throw it in there.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't.
But yeah, it's a great box art for a great game. I mean, it's just it is colorful, but a lot happening there.
Absolutely.
Boatload of stuff.
So that's 10 of the greatest box arts we've got right now. Stay tuned for more. Make sure you click that subscribe button too. Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.